but I can only imagine that is a fantastic feeling to win.
Yeah, it was a much needed 3 points. Enjoyed the game thoroughly, not just because we won but because of the way we played. Leaps and bounds, leaps ahead of them, and I think that there was a different vibe to the way, in the dressing room, on the coach on the way up here. Everything was a little bit different. I don't know why, but it was, and obviously the lads have shown it on the pitch today.
Wasn't really ever in doubt. Like from the first minute, it was just very confident, and I suppose, like John was saying midweek, back to basics and just do the right things.
Listen, if I'm honest, I think what's the worst that could have happened today? We could have lost again. I think the lads accepted that, and I think if they got together, they did what they did, and there's no doubt in the ability in the changing room. It was just getting that desire back and determination that the lads, maybe lacked the last couple of games, and they've done that. And yeah, we've comfortably won. But I think Jay's made a massive save after 15 minutes. It could have gone either way, but he's pulled off a brilliant save. A little bit of pressure for 5 minutes, and then obviously we've adapted and gone up the other end and scored and controlled the game.
And scored 2 against one of the better defence in the league as well. You pleased to see that?
Absolutely, yeah. Again, it's not come from our centre forwards, but Pooley's played a different role today. We got him in just behind the front two, and he's man of the match in my opinion. We've had our differences over the last week or so, me and James, but we've put that aside, and with a display like that, he's forgotten where I'm concerned. I'm glad he's got his goal, got man of the match and whatnot. And
to debut for Jack as well.
Yeah, listen, it's always, you come in as a new player and you keep a clean sheet and everyone goes, oh, it's because you brought him in. That was coming, that performance was coming, it had to be coming. We don't go a bad side overnight, but Jack's come in, adapted to the way we play. He's a good footballer, and that's our first clean sheet in what? 7?
Something like that.
So, it was much needed, and I just hope that we go on that run now that everyone keeps thinking we can go on. I believe we can go on a run again, and it's always just not a case of losing. If we can do that for 4 or 5 games, sides are going to take points off each other, no doubt, which I've done today. So, like I say, we're pleased and move forward to next Saturday now.
So moving forward, how do we channel that just and go again?
We've just got to get that continuity again, believing we can win every game. And I know we're not going to win every game, but if the lads believe that and we believe that, we install that into that dressing room again. Anyway, well, I told you not to do it while he was here, so. But no, yeah, we look forward to Tuesday now.